We are back home in Japan after spending Christmas in Australia. It is a new year and there is a lot of things to do to get ready for it.
Winter has settled over our home in central Japan, frosting the mountain peaks white and making the cozy warmth of inside a difficult thing to leave. With the start of the new year, we want to partake in some Japanese traditions, go on a hunt for items we need for the new season, and to finish off our day, we'll try out a, dare I say, only in Japan concept for dinner.
First things first, we have a whole bunch of Australian snacks and sweets to give out as omiyage. Omiyage in Japan is when you go on a holiday. When you're at that location, you buy snacks or sweets and then you bring it back to give to family, friends, or a lot of the time, co-workers. And in Japan, it's quite a big industry. Every single place has a unique omiyage or a unique snack that you can give to people when you go back home. Of course, we were in Australia, so we just picked up a whole bunch of Australian stuff, and we're going to give these ones to our neighbors, but just the other day, we already gave some to our bouldering friends.
Flashback.
I've got all of the Australian omiyage that we brought back, the snacks, in front of me here, and I'm going to put some in the bag here and take it over to the bouldering gym. There are adults and children, a whole range of people, so we brought like red frogs, we bought koala-shaped chocolate caramel koalas, so hopefully, I really hope that there's something at least that everyone likes. And over here I wrote a little note with pretty terrible Japanese writing to let everyone know that they can take these and eat them, and yeah, let's hope that everyone likes them.
End of flashback.
So it seemed that everyone at the bouldering gym liked the snacks and sweets. The winners, it seemed, were the Violet Crumble and the Lamington. But to all of our Australian viewers, what would you give if you had to give stuff to people that's representative of Australia? I don't know if there's any that we missed, or I guess if you're from any country, what would you give that's representative of where you're from? I think it's really fun to give to people things that they've never had before, something that's, representative of your home, and see their reaction. So we've got to go give these ones to the neighbors, and then we're done. Omiyage is ticked off the list.
So the next item on the list is to do some traditional Japanese customs surrounding the New Year's period. And just in a little bit, we're going to go off and do one of those. But yesterday, we actually did kakizome for the first time, which is Japanese calligraphy. And you might be asking yourself, why do calligraphy around New Year's time? And so it started way back in the time when people were using ink to be able to write on paper. And to make the ink, they would be mixing materials with water. And so at the start of the new year, when they drew the first water of the new year from the well and made the ink, they wanted to write something kind of meaningful and powerful. And that's how it all started. So our friend from the bouldering gym, bless her soul, she's so nice, she invited us over to her home to do it for the first time.
なんかすごいプレッシャー感。
綺麗にお願い。
はい。ああ。もうやらかした。
頑張れ。
続く。
OK。
で、3個？
そうそう。
はい。
まあね。
なんか足りないです。Oh no.
Oh, いいんじゃない?
These are the ones that we did up yesterday. We got a whole bag full of them. It's basically just like the same practice characters over and over and over. And then we actually did the real ones on this big, long piece of parchment. Mine here says, Yume no Jitsugen, which basically means the becoming of reality of your dreams. I think that's pretty nice.
Yeah. All your dreams coming true.
Yeah.
Yeah. And mine is Kibo no Haru. And Kibo means like hope, and haru means spring. So it's kind of like hoping for a good spring or just a good year in general.
Yeah, I'm pretty proud of these. And I think we're gonna put them up here because it's kind of like a kid with its stick figure putting it on the fridge. But it's harder than it looks, and if anyone knows like Japanese characters, you can probably tell that they're not as pretty as they should be.
I would say probably they look like a kid's or worse. Yeah, pretty proud for the first time. So we'll hang those up later, but now we're going to go off and do the next New Year's Japanese tradition, which we should have done earlier, but we've only just arrived back in Japan, and that is the first shrine visit of the year.
Yay, let's go.
Hatsumode, or the year's first shrine or temple visit, is one of the most popular traditions of the year and is usually done in the first 3 days of January. Some people start to line up before midnight on New Year's Eve, and at popular shrines and temples, there can be long queues. For us, we're just heading to a small local shrine in the snow.
And here we are. We've come to this beautiful local shrine. It's really calm, really peaceful to do our Hatsumode. People come and they pray at the start of the year for good things ahead and wishes that they have. And we've got our little 2 coins here. Each one is 5 yen. We usually do 5 yen because it kind of makes a word play. It sounds like, well, when you say 5 yen, you say go-en. And that actually sounds really similar to a word go-en, which means good faith and good luck. So basically all you do is go up, throw these in the box. You do 2 bows, 2 claps, pray, 1 more bow, and then you're done. Let's do it.
Okay, so now it's on to the more practical side of getting ready for the year. And to do that, we gotta go shopping.
With winter here, there are a couple of outdoor items we need to get, and top on our list is snowshoes. One of our favorite ways to shop in Japan is to visit the many fantastic secondhand stores. With everyone taking such good care of what they own, you can find heaps of brand new items for really reasonable prices. The only downside, of course, is stock is limited to simply what is there.
Well, we came here, but we're kind of hot out of luck. It doesn't look like there's any... Oh, actually, there's a pair right there. Look. I don't know what I'm saying. Oh, it's actually a good price too. All right, let's try it on and see what happens. Yeah, looks like we actually found a winning pair. So I think I'll get these, and there wasn't a matching pair for Amy, but we can probably just extend our search to Mercari or Amazon or something.
Yeah.
Yay!
Yay!
To finish off the night, we have come to get dinner, and this is a place that we have driven past many times since moving out here in the countryside, and we've really wanted to come get it. What is it? It is an unmanned gyoza store. This, I guess, feels really quite only in Japan when you see a lot of these unmanned gyoza or different stores around. So, we were like, well, we got to try it. So, number 1 says that we pick out our gyoza packet. All right, there's quite a lot. 36 in one packet. So we're going to be eating a lot of gyoza. And then number 2 is we come over here, and it is 1,000 yen for 1, which is pretty good. Not too badly priced. So yeah, there you go, done. We bought dinner. Well, we have other things as well, but gyoza's always yum. And as we were just driving up the road to park, guess what we found? there is, just down the street there, another unmanned store that just opened in December while we were away, and it is a sweets unmanned store. So, I mean, we got it, right?
Yeah, we've got to poke our heads in there, see what that's about.
So come on, let's go to that one next.
Do it. Wow, we have stumbled across something nice. Like, I'm looking around, and these are some cool sweets, like totally different from what you get in the convenience stuff. I can't believe one has opened up near us. This is great. It's like a paradise.
Sweets paradise.
What should we get?
So as you can see here, there's toffee, there's crepes, there's an onigiri.
Right, it's like a tiramisu, like flavored, like onigiri.
But it's not seaweed, is it?
No, it wouldn't be
Okay.
seaweed.
And then over here, there is cheese-shaped cheesecake.
No
This
way.
is the Ninki #1, which means the most popular in the store. And what was this? Creme brulee
Creme brulee donut.
donut. And then over here, there's a whole bunch of bears. There's cake in a can. More bears. Also down here, something's quite interesting. There is a dango in a jar here, different flavors.
And it's just like overflowing with like the sauce and the flavoring. I've seen it on like TikTok and like Insta Reels all the time. It's like people like pull it out. It looks so good.
What are you gonna do?
I don't know. I think we'll just have to get it all. Yeah.
In the end, we got the flavored dango and creme brulee donut, but we will certainly be back to try more. For now, it's time to head home for a cozy night indoors. Earlier, I said the unmanned stores felt like an only in Japan moment, but I'd be really interested to hear if you've seen them in other places around the world, and how do they compare to the ones we went to. That wraps up this video, so thank you very much for joining us, and we cannot wait to share many fun adventures with you in 2025.